Yes, people, and it's with the culture, by the culture, for the culture, myself, Lippy.
Tricky. Bit more energy though. Let's
Make
start
sure
again.
just let me wave, bro.
Bit louder.
Make sure you like and subscribe and watch previous episodes. Let's have some energy.
Yeah, come give Lippy some energy.
Come on.
Give Lippy some energy.
I want to keep it that little intro.
Serious.
Yeah,
we want
man,
to keep the intro.
He always got a B in it. So yeah, man, got a very, very special guest inside today. It's none other
100%.
than the legend, Mr.
100%.
Big Hypo. You telling me, my brother? What's going on? What's going on?
My guy.
already know.
Off the back of the changing room
Why?
altercation. True Tricky had the role of the gaffer in a anti-knife crime football match. Obviously a nice little football match for a good cause and them ting there.
Yeah, big up Bobby Kasanga, man, straight away for putting on the event.
And obviously Tricky's team, the skipper, Big Hypo, you get me, had the armband. He weren't really trying to obey certain instructions and them ting there. Like, I didn't really like the footage I was seeing. Like, I didn't really, you get me? What go on there though, man? Them. What happened?
I'll let Tricky, the gaffer, have his.
What happened?
say
What happened,
first,
Gaff?
innit?
Bro, do you see where it was, yeah? Like, big, grown and serious.
No, please,
like,
just
that
read
was
it.
the most.
Because I don't know.
like,
Before the most, just explain to them what it was. Because I still don't know. You still ain't
it was
told
me, just simple, trying to sub you.
Why
and you
though?
not wanting to be subbed.
Why though?
Half
Why
time.
was you subbing
You
me?
try something, man. Half time though.
At half time.
Did you remember that I was the captain?
100%. And you're allowed to sub your captain. Like, it
half
doesn't
time.
really happen in football.
Let me butt in though. Why did you want to sub him at half time? We need to know.
Because I needed more legs in the middle of the park. I know my guy, like, he's got bare techers. My guy's got bare techers. But that's all it was, bro. And that was
he's
like,
doing you hype still. That's an itch.
you know,
Man
like
said you
that.
got captain.
You know, like that super player. You've always seen it from like a Ronaldo. You ever see a man try to drag off Ronaldo before, bro?
Yeah, but bro, half time is an itch.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
No.
It's a
That's a
bit.
statement, bro.
Yeah, that's a.
But what no one seems to understand is the manager won in the end. Let's get to it. Like, he came off. No one hasn't seen that footage. He came off like
Did you
so
win?
respectfully. So respectfully.
Yeah, what was the result?
He
What was
came
the
off.
result?
What do you mean? The result in the game?
Yeah.
Why'd you go there straight?
Good question. Good question.
What was the result? I don't even.
Because
know.
I'm glad you said I forwarded off. That means I
It was 8-3.
conceded.
It was 8-3 because a lot of people have been asking like, what actually happened? It was 8-3. We lost.
Crazy. Man.
Who's on
We
your
lost.
team? Margs.
I was taking Hypo off at 3-1.
Was Margs on your team?
No, Miles was the captain of the other team.
Oh, what did Margs?
No, not
score
the
against?
captain of the other team. The manager of the other team.
Ah, he's rubbed.
Yeah.
He never
They actually made him look
tried
like
to
he
be-
had
was out there to be-
serious tactics.
It's crazy.
But yeah, man, is what it is. But obviously, big Hypo.
Mm.
For,
Let's get to the business,
Yeah,
innit?
man, let's get
Yeah,
down
let's get
to,
to the
it,
business.
man. Like, obviously, for those who don't know, part of the Mashtown boys.
I think that's what they mainly know me for.
Yeah,
innit?
that's what.
Mashtown,
That,
innit?
yeah,
Mm.
if I would introduce you, it'll be off that. You get me. You're a front runner of Mashtown, who are front runner in the UK rap thing at a time, and you've always kind of, even though Mashtown kind of, wouldn't say faded away, but obviously you man got older and kind of stopped making music and whatnot. You've always kind of remained relevant for being, I could say arguably, I say you man, for me, started the UK flashy thing, the kind of, like the Harlem niggas in America, the guys with the fur coats and the mad, look at my man still.
I'll
Yeah,
take that. I'll take that.
Look
I'll
at
take
him
that.
still.
We'll take
He's
that.
killing
We'll
me.
take that.
He's killing me. bro.
Tricky with the big LF and that. Yeah.
That's my wardrobe, cuz, and more. You feel me? fam?
This tracky's cold though.
It's alright, dude. It costs a little bit. A
Yeah.
fraction. It costs a fraction of your jeans.
So
but
if you got bare them trackies in the wardrobe, I don't know if this will, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, fam. But differently, the UK thing now. What's your take on it? Kinda as a man that's kinda been from. Is in me. Them.
You know what,
times.
you're sick because I was gonna say that
You
from
get
them
me?
times
Yeah.
to now. How do you,
yeah. How do you feel about just the scene in it in general?
No, I love it. I love it where it is now. I think it's super dope because there's hella bankrolls involved in what, like Wiley always says to me, like I've wanted for years. Do you see what I'm saying? And like, so I think for me, that's what the dope thing is. Like you can actually come from somewhere, tell your story, and make a check from it. You see what I'm saying? And change your life. Do you see what I'm saying? So. Like for me, that's what's dope. The fan base is here. It's just getting bigger all the time. Like it's all emerging, isn't it? Like the fashion, the jewelry. Like it's getting closer to what our counterparts would. You can see the Americans. They're fucking with us way more as well now. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think like even though a lot of people would say like F them and all of that or whatever not, but I think like obviously once we kind of got their cosign, and without their cosign we wouldn't really be where we are right now anyway, but we're in a super dope place and I respect that and rate it still.
Definitely Tricks. What you saying, innit?
For me, like I wanted to speak to my guy because a lot of people don't know, as I was saying to you, a lot of people don't know the amount of grind and work Hypo puts in. Do you get what I'm saying? Like obviously, like people see what they see in it, and they always judge off that. So obviously, I wanted my guy down here to say no, like because I see all the phone calls, I see the power moves and and even when you said it, you don't hear our conversations, but we would even say it, that I'm sure you said it at the start of. When you was introducing him, what did you say? You said something about Hype's being a front runner. Even when we kind of faded away, he still stayed relevant and stayed about and stayed involved with music, whether it was with a artist, whether it was him still being an artist and just putting out music when no one else was, or being interested in it when Asko or Margs or me, just everyone was like blah blah blah. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, 100% free ass man every time. But Hypes was a front runner, and he's been putting in a shift, and I don't think people see enough of that. And I think you know that as well. But as I always say to you, I don't think you, and I'm not saying you have to, but I don't think you care to rectify that. And obviously you shouldn't have to turn around and say to people, well, I done this deal, or I done that deal, or I'll make this, or I'll do this, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's not just jewelry and bullshit that you think. Do you get what I'm saying? I've put in because when you check it, a man's put in a good 12, 13 kind of year shift in this game. But because more, bro, or more. But because it's not, I don't know, because they haven't accepted it in certain places. People try not to accept it in certain places. That this is legendary stuff. Anyone else talking over the 10-year mark, you're talking about legends. Do you get what I'm saying? From the grind where it was bring your CD and take it on the street to sit in your house and download and just boom, boom, boom. Do you get what I'm saying? So from two different eras to still be dope and still be relevant, that's what I wanted to rate. And I think first clap of the day, I got that out kind of neat, didn't I? Didn't I? Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think people like the people, because remember, yeah, like for me, and not even for me, for us, I'd say, yeah, one thing is like, forget even name dropping, we've always been respected by our peers. Like you got a bunch of industry mates who you see as your peers, but other people might see them more successful, or they might have done like made more musical moves than us or whatever not. So I think like we've always had that respect from our peers. I think because we don't get it from the masses, or because I might not necessarily get it from the masses, then people might look at it as well as like all the fuckery I've kind of kept up on the road side of things. You know what I'm saying? You get the haters involved and whatever not. But like I think our peers respect it, like without name dropping. Do you see what I'm saying? 100%. And I think that's probably like one of the main reasons like why man kind of get to stay
Well, they
relevant.
don't on camera. They don't. They do.
They do when
behind
they
the
don't.
scenes,
They,
but
yeah,
on
they
camera
do.
they don't.
Yeah, they do when they don't. But
Mm.
but you know, like for me, like as long as like man's cutting checks and man's getting money, like, I don't really care. Like unless the hate's like in your face or whatever. Like sometimes you do see some people getting credit for stuff that you know you've done or you feel that like that's more you, or do you see what I'm saying? Or like even like where the industry is now, like even the sound, like people will like, it was kind of grime before, and it still is. No disrespect to grime, because I must have said something on the interview before and I kind of got mad. Like our proper rate grime, do you see what I'm saying?
Grime
Like,
man attacked
yeah,
him,
they
bro.
killed him. Like,
What did you say? What did you say?
I can't even remember, something like I think I was like feeling myself that day. I
Say
can't
grams
remember,
for Egypt, bro.
but I didn't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying?
They attacked him, bro.
Wiley's my nigga,
Ooh.
you get what I'm saying, and he's the godfather of grime, and that's something he's really pushed and worked towards, and I feel that that's like a real important part of our scene, do you see what I'm saying, in our culture. So that was a bit kind of, but what I meant was that like most street niggas kind of aspire to do this rap shit, and even the grime niggas that get on, they start rapping. Do you see what I'm saying? Or want to link up with rappers. You don't hear them linking up with like dance DJs, and do you know what I'm trying to say to you? They kind of get into like the whole
Street shit.
street, or not even street, the rap shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
But
That
the rap
kind
shit,
of
that's part
wavy,
of the-
drippy shit. So like, I think for me that's like one thing like I've been championing from early, but that's just been like me and us really. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, nah, you lot's generation don't like grime, bro. Every time I mention grime to Tricky, he just cringes, bro.
Yeah, no, because I'm not gonna lie. I just think it was we missed the era of it. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it was
even when
just-
Miles was here, Miles would be like, "Nah, bro, I love grime. I
Yeah,
love
Miles
this
fucks
guy."
with
Like,
grime.
It's 'cause he's slightly-
he was that era, like, and he caught onto that and loved that. But no, grime just wasn't for me. I think the first person I started even hearing and understanding in grime was Gets.
Yeah.
Spitting them bars where you can understand what could easily just slide onto a rap beat if I wanted to. Do you get what I'm saying? I think more people are doing it now, but
and a lot of the times, what you see, even me, I forget, like when I'm marketing a record myself, if I'm putting someone else out, another artist, or I'm giving someone advice, I forget that like it's all relatable, innit? Like when I was growing up, I was listening to Tupac, Biggie, like Jay-Z for that money motivation, Young Jeezy. Do you see what I'm saying? That kind of wave. So like that's what was relatable to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or like Bashman, what these guys were talking about, like the man them were actually really doing. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm seeing videos with Nelly, and I'm seeing my olders wearing the same jewelry that Nelly's got on, and like so it weren't no disrespect to like it. So I think now even when you're putting out a record or whatever, that's how you gotta think. Do you see what I'm saying? And sometimes people forget, like, raw, what do the kids really like fuck with? Do you see what I'm trying to say? So that's what I kind of go back to, and that's I think that's why I kind of grime never really, because I wasn't really into the grime lifestyle. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's come with a lifestyle.
yeah, I think they were like in a different kind of.
Yeah, I like grime still.
You said what you said, but you just said it wrong. You just wanted to say they usually come out from the university side, the grime guys, innit? And the rap niggas in the street, they
Nah,
come
that-
from the street.
Now there's a weed smoking PlayStation cool side of grime.
Nah, man, because you know what it is, yeah? I don't know about your size, but back in the day, yeah, grime, a lot of people my age will watch you lot are saying, like, and think, what are you lot talking about? Like, the grime back in the day, like, there was a couple, maybe not mainstream artists in it, but like drill and the UK rap thing, grime had, like, its dark little corners. You feel
Grime
me?
had
Like,
grime had a.
no, obviously,
I
mainstream.
can name no, but just talk about Joe rappers. Grime had. Can you name one grime MC that had half the clout that any
the
of these
drill
Joe
thing.
rappers have got
On
out
the
here
Madman
right now?
thing.
Like
I'll
I'm
be
talking about
honest, yeah,
street
let me
clout.
go in it. I'll say Crazy Titch had that, definitely. People knew he was a madman, and it's evident.
I'll
People-
second that,
yeah,
trillion%.
Man will vouch for that.
1 trillion%. 1 trillion%.
Free crazy. I'm free crazy.
guy.
That's
I'm not even trying to disrespect no one, but I don't even. There it is. Who else would I
Did
say?
you ask for back in the day?
I'll put Gets in there. Wait
Gets
before
on a-
someone
on
would
a-
ever put
on
Dizzy
a-
Brown School.
What, on the naughty thing? Yeah, Dizzy.
100%.
I don't know about.
I don't want to. I
I'm
don't want to
not
sit here and
generation,
start
fam.
blowing up what I know a man's telling it. So if I
Yeah.
say
No,
gets,
it's not adapting,
just flinging gets
yeah,
like
yeah,
before.
I hear
Because I
you,
don't want to
I
have
hear
to
you.
tell you.
Yeah, I hear you.
all about gets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I hear you.
do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, gets.
Yeah, so yeah, these Crazy Titch, Gets.
But what I'm gonna say in the nicest
RA,
way, yeah.
the roadside
You see
G's
Crazy
and that,
Titch. You see
like,
Crazy
get me?
Titch. And
But
Gets.
Roadside G's was after, and if you're bringing it to the
Nah,
next
man, that
era,
was
then you put them
after.
in. But
Nah,
when
there
they
was
after gets in
grime,
that.
fam. No, bro, there was grime.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't
Yes,
really
there was.
grime like.
It was. They'll be watching this thinking, what?
Was they grime?
They was. It was just a...
half rap, half grime.
Yeah, I'll put them down in the rap section, bro.
My man with the green eyes, what's his name?
With the green
The
eyes.
madman. Now you done the mad thing in the show.
I'll put Roadside,
Chronic.
bro.
Chronic.
Yeah, Chronic was on some shit as
He was
well.
on some shit.
There was bad grime MCs that was on some shit.
See,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
real with you. Even the grime MCs you name, like I'm just gonna be honest. Like I rate Gets and I proper respect Gets, and you know, like Crazy Titch used to fall around the man them sometimes or whatever, but he was more getting like co-signed by the killies around us, if that makes sense. And I'm no disrespect to Crazy Titch because I don't know what they were. Do you see what I'm saying? But when Crazy Titch got into this, weren't like, yeah, this is my killie from over there. And he's down to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like not being, because I rate Crazy Titch and he's in jail for an M now, so he must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Like I ain't disrespecting him, but I'm just saying when he got introduced to us, it weren't like,
You weren't a madman.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
it's on, it's on. We're shouting crazy. Like, do you see what I'm saying? And there's drill
but
rappers
yeah,
now.
but that we're talking about his personal gangster. Do you get me? So that's to do with his personal gangster. That has nothing to do with man.
No, I'm
You know what
talking
I'm
about
saying?
his clout on the his clout. Like certain rappers now, you meet
No,
them,
but I thought we're
the
just
drill
saying
rappers.
like if you was to ask anyone about the serious grime niggas,
Yeah, he ain't
them
a
names-
cunt. Yeah.
Them
They're
names
not
will come
cunts. Yeah,
up.
they're not cunts. 100%.
Them names will come up.
Yeah, 30.
Facts
30.
from everyone. They
Sorry,
have
sorry,
to.
sorry.
I'm telling you, they will come up.
Sorry.
All like, but all of them man there was being overshadowed by the backpackers, so to say.
Nah, do you know what it
Do you
was?
get what I'm
yeah?
saying?
Yeah.
It's because unlike drill and the UK rap scene, yeah, the similarity it had, yeah, was you had to have clarity in it. You had to, what you were saying, to an extent, you had to be kind of doing that, or people that taking your music. In grime, man will be saying all kind of shit. I'll chop off man's head and bread, and just because it's nuts, like aggressive music,
Yeah,
man
it'll
don't
be
really
a dog
care
bar.
if
Yeah,
you're on
yeah,
it
yeah,
or
yeah.
not. You get me? Like you said, you'll get backpackers and youths that go uni and shit that will say mad shit in it. So it's like I hear what you man are saying in it. I do in it. Like I'll. But again, there was certain, because again I know you lot weren't interested in grime. You feel me? I can just see it. Like you feel me, but there was certain little dark corners of grime. you
No,
get
because
me?
I grew up in Jamaica as well, and so when I moved to Fields and met these lots, so when I forwarded over, Wiley was popping, and I like even me, like I like house, and I don't rave to it and that, like I don't know house people to attack me or nothing like that, because I know you fuck with house crazy. So like
He's got the house
Can't you
shots
talk
out. Yeah,
See,
it's out.
yeah, he's got a killer house square out. Oh my god.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so basically,
From
yeah,
early.
like, but it's just, I don't know, like, for me, hip hop and reggae, R&B, soul, all that shit is just the most consistent form of dope music. Like I can listen to a house set, and if the DJ's going black to black bangers, why for that? Then cool, we can work with that. But like, yeah, for me, that's just my genres. Do you see what I'm saying? I kind of find grime a bit too all up. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't find it
No, but it
consistent
was.
enough.
Oi, da-da-da-da. But now
And then-
guys are flowing
No,
over
but
it.
this is
You
what I'm
can-
saying.
you
And
get-
then all
you can hear
the
it now.
top grime artists that get put on, they do rap. So it's like they take
Yeah, a lot
away.
of them, they can.
It's like they take away from grime, and even
Jump into pop.
yeah, and that's why like. I guess you got to take your hats off to the likes of Wiley's and the Skeptors, but like even them, they like, and Wiley more I would say sticks to grime and that sound, but Skeppy does hip hop as well.
He does rap.
He does rap shit.
does
Like
rap.
his,
I think- see
his
with Wiley-
biggest tunes are rap
I reckon-
bangers
See
as
with
well.
Wiley,
Don't
I
get
think
twisted.
because of the Godfather tag, I think he feels like he owes it to grime, like to stay and keep doing the same.
Yeah.
Stay grime.
Hi,
But-
I'm gonna just put it back on you now, yeah, because I think a lot of the viewers on the podcast, they follow Tricky because of his past Mashtown.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of them will want to know a lot more about you. So my question is, if you could say, like, who do you think Hypo was Mashtown days, and then who is Hypo now?
Fucking hell.
That was a good question,
That's a
and
good
that was a good
question.
flip.
Good
Very good
question.
flip.
Sorry.
Very good
Alright, so
flip.
Hypo Mashtown days, who was I? I was just like a young nigga, like, I thought I knew everything. I still think I know everything. Like, I just wanted us to kind of get on. I wanted all these lot to just pop. I see me, I just want to, like, just, what did I want then? Just probably the same shit I want now, just to have fun, turn up. Like, I don't really think I've changed much, just that I'm more serious and I'm like less on the bullshit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like before I was a lot more like attack, whereas now I'm more like, yeah, I'm not really. So I think that's really the only thing that's kind of changed for me is like that street shit. I'm not really in the mix as much as I used to be. But like in terms of like lifestyle, types of shit I like, and I don't really think much has changed. I just think I've kind of got a bit more mature. Do you see what I'm saying? Because back then, what I wanted and now is kind of really the same thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I've achieved or reached where I want to be at. Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, like it's still the same. Do you see what I'm saying? Like yeah, I've managed to kind of stay relevant and do my thing or whatever, but like the goals are much higher. Do you know what I mean? So like I think yeah, like I'm kind of like the same person, just a bit wiser, I'd probably saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so not much has really changed, really. You know, like, apart from that street shit, kind of.
Get me.
And all the politics and bullshit, I'd say. But, like, yeah, that's about it, really.
I think that deserves a clap.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Don't ask why, bro. Just take it. And
Cause
run.
man.
Gang shit, I took it.
Take it and run.
Nah, because you know why I deserve the clap differently, yeah? Because you lot tricky as well. It's why I rate you. Like, I don't rate bare man, you lot's age. Cause, like,
I see
tell
that by
man
watching
straight,
the interviews, still.
Yeah, like, I tell man straight, like, a lot of man, that's like, you lot are like a decade older than me, like, it's
Whoa,
like 7
chill out.
years plus.
Alright, maybe try.
He is,
Listen, yeah.
Almost,
Maybe
anyway,
tricky,
almost.
yeah.
Not a full, but you get me. But you lot
Mine
are like,
is different.
let's be like 5 years plus older than me. Most of you lot, innit? And there's a lot of man I know that's your generation that's dickheads, innit? And it's just like,
Whoa.
nah, it is what it is because like we said in the last episode, there's a lot of man that yeah, like I'll tell man straight, in their heyday, they were serious guys, innit? But certain things, a lot of things ain't the same since then, innit? But with you, man, there's things that ain't the same since then, but you, like you said, you're still relevant and you're the kind of guys, yeah, for me, that if you was to be moving like them guys that I complain about, people wouldn't really have a problem with it, innit? People kind of say, you know what, them man, they done their thing, they kind of have the right to move nuts, innit? But you don't, innit? And for me, that sends a message to people like me, the youth them, because there's not a lot of examples of man like you that's still out here anyway. You feel me? You know like that. There's not a lot of examples of guys that's out here. Like you're not, fair enough, you got a couple tunes here and there, but you're not in our faces. You
But
kind
you
of
know what
just
it is,
float.
yeah? Life's tough, but the streets are even fucking tougher, bro. Like, the streets are really, really tough. So a lot of man, like, it's not even weakness. Like, sometimes the shit can just break you. Like, losing people, wanting to fit in, jail sentences. Sometimes you might have just missed the 15 years. Someone you was with, like, an hour ago, 2 hours ago, like, he just got caught up on the case, and because you weren't with him on these 2 or 3 days by accident, you kind of got off it. But now your boy is doing like 15 years in jail. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that kind of go into this shit. Do you see what I'm saying? That can kind of make or break you. So like I think like a lot of luck's like involved, but at the same time, man's always had ambition. Do you see what I'm saying? And a few of us, our kind of age group that are kind of doing our thing or whatever. Not. I think it's probably just away from like the man them. Would you say his family, like due to our upbringing and like, because you look at DC, he's still strong and out here, and he just done a like like his brother, like my big homie, he just came home from a life sentence. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, it's real out here. Do you see what I'm saying? And a lot of those things will break people. So I think a lot of the men them you see out here, they're probably half of them was on crack back in the day, or do you see what I'm saying? Like smoking
That's why
some
they say
mad
that the
weed.
main
and-
thing is to, on lessons wise, the main thing is to hold your head, bro. Whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
Because you see, like even going through hard shit, the main thing I always said to myself is hold your head, bro. Because you see man lose their head, and once you lose your head, you're gone. You can't even come back. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to come back, you're trying to fix your brain first. But if you've still got your head and you're still, by the time you're ready to come back, you can come back anyway. Because all you're waiting to do is come back. Your mind's intact, everything's straight. You're just waiting to come back. Simple as. But when man lose their mind, there's no coming back from that, bro.
Yeah, or lose all their money, or like hold
No,
a
but you can
major
lose
violation.
the money.
Yeah, but the
but
mind.
don't lose your
Yeah, but
mind.
that's what I'm saying. Losing
Because
that
your mind
money
will get
might
that money back.
losing that money might break your mind. That's what I'm saying. It's all a chain
But then,
reaction.
but then it comes down to the headstrong nigga. You're gonna let money break your break your heart.
You can't.
You're gonna you get what I'm saying?
Obviously,
you
it can
can't,
happen,
bro.
innit? Like, you
It
get
can
me,
happen,
but
bro.
At the same time, you gotta.
But you just
get
make
me.
sure you got enough for my advice: make sure you got enough for a 10 of weed a day, and go
yeah.
home and get your head right. Stay inside.
Yeah, and
Don't come out and make no stupid rash decisions.
Yeah, and you're
Do you understand what I'm
and
saying?
you eat them food. You're moving mad. Tricky said weed only, you know. Moving, you eat them food as well.
Man said that you eat them food.
Yeah, you eat them food and a draw.
Yeah, but enough of the young bucks. A lot of the young bucks ain't got no youth,
Yeah,
so they ain't really got to think about no youth. They just
Yeah.
got to think about them, and they got to think about.
And just the next move.
Yeah, but if we're talking about these OGs, bro, trying to get your head together, bro, it's the last thing on your mind, bro.
Yeah,
Youth's
man,
the
look at man
last
your
thing on their
age.
mind,
I'll
bro.
be honest, man. Look at man your age, and I wonder. You get me? Like till this age, innit? Like even when I was 10 years younger, I'd still look at man your age, innit, and wonder like, raw, what's it like being in a mad thing 10, 15 years ago, and man respecting you and going through the stage where man don't know who you are and that, because man's gone through all that, where people's been introduced to man. And some of them, it's like, yeah, him, you need to respect him. He's a bad man. And certain man is just like, yeah, idiot. But when you're hearing about who he was before, it's like, raw, you feel me? It's like, what, you feel me? It's a crazy, like...
I think it matters when man are stuck on that. You see enough man, they just stuck on that. Like, I've done that before, and that's what they're trying to run with. And I'll talk for a lot of my guys and say, we run on a daily basis. Like and to keep that clock ticking on a daily basis, not trying to go off something that happened 5 years ago and da. You're running on a daily basis, so every day you gotta get up, brush your teeth, and put on your gangster suit. It's actually invisible, but every day you just gotta put it on before you put your socks on, before you put on your fancy clothes.
Yeah, because there's
put on
always
your
someone
gangster suit.
waiting there to like. But I think back in the day, man, didn't really have that problem. Do you see what I'm saying? I think we more had the problem, like you said, serious beef, like on site. Do you see what I'm saying? And it weren't really a lot of yanks. Even though, don't get me, I can't even really disrespect knives because I think they're very up close and personal and like a bit more dangerous than bullets. Do you see what I'm saying?
100%.
At the same time, it's different.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's different. Like back in the day, like shots were really flying. Do you see what I'm saying? So like. Yeah, like I think that's probably one of the most like things that I'm kind of grateful for, that I've been able to kind of, not saying that like it's 150% over, like, but I think now for me, like, I don't wake up worrying about my enemies from back in the day. Like I see them all the time, more half all the ones that were relevant anyway and still are semi-relevant, do you know what I mean? So I don't worry about them. I'm more worried about like these kids on BMX is like wanting to take my clout because of where I'm from or what I've worked all these years to kind of build. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I think that would be more like me lacking. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I don't like, not, and no disrespect to no one else, like my kind of age group or but like I just feel that we're past that anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's not really a worry to me. I'm more and I wouldn't put myself in those situations anyway, because those are like meaty situations I don't really need to be in. Do you see what I'm saying? But that would be the biggest draw out for me now. So I'm kind of happy that I can't say I've made it because I don't want to like throw it in God's face like, yo, what, you think you're gone or something? Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel good, like I can walk 9 out of 10 places, and like for someone like me who's been through what I've been through and done what I've done, like to be able to just go Selfridges with your girl and your jewels on. Like 9 out of 10 rappers ain't doing that. Do you see what I'm saying? So like it don't matter like all of the drama that I've been through and all of do you see what I'm saying? Like,
I think
just being able to do those
as I
normal
was
things
saying
all by
about with
yourself.
the mind, I think it was just a matter of when we were gonna do that. Because for years we felt like you can't go to these places without 10 guys or 15 guys at a time.
And this is one point I want to make, innit? Like, why I have a lot of respect for you, man, especially, and a lot of people that I know personally. Not saying that what you was doing was good, but to go through what you went through. Because one thing I can say, I'm 27, fam. You get me? I can't tell you about having a mad thing at age 27. Can't tell you about having a mad thing at age 25, really. I had youths at 23, and it kind of done from I knew I was going to have my first youth in it. My mentality changed, innit? But you, man, at 27, weren't on a podcast, you feel me, fam? You were doing other things, innit?
You know, I've been stuck in it since I moved to Fields. And I'm sure the man wouldn't even mind me saying, like, it weren't even my thing. And not to say that I jumped on it for all the right reasons, or for brotherhood. Obviously, a lot of it was clout. Do you see what I'm saying? But you don't realise what you're getting involved in. Do you see what I'm saying? And all the heat and hate and animosity you end up taking on. Do you see what I'm saying? And it is years and years of bullshit. But, like, we're here now. See what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying? Still out here. So, it is what it is, man. Right.
I said, bro, can't tell you about it, bro. 27 years old. It had a mad thing properly that's like worth telling you the story about in a long time, you feel me? And there's a lot of man that can't say that, you feel me? There's a lot of man. Luckily, I still live where I grew up, but things are a lot different where I'm from now, innit? Due to just a lot of things, people going to prison and really, you know them way there. So you could almost say it's luck, you understand? That me and my batch kind of certain man just due to...
Well, I don't live where I grew up, so that helps.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Of course
it is. But obviously there's still a potential for a little something, but again, it's different now, luckily.
No, but you see that potential, we all live with that. Because even if we live out of the hood or in the hood or you just need to, as we've seen...
You got to come back one day.
You just need to go to the shop.
Yeah, man. You
just need to go to the wrong shop at the wrong time.
No, but that was my point, though. I could, like, now I'm in a situation where, obviously I'm not going to name the area, but, like, I can't go to certain estates. I don't need to go to, the people I'm worried about, they can't see me in normal day life and it's not saying I'm this or I'm that or whatever, but it's like,
we're not in the same
I'm a lion probably scared of getting caught by 20 hyenas. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I want to be in central London. I'm good all over central London. No, like, God willing, nobody's going to see me. And do you see what I'm saying? It's never happened. Like, and touch wood, it never does happen. And 9 out of 10 rappers can't go to central London because of maybe too much fans or this drama or, like, current beef or whatever not. So, like, thank God, like, me, and I know, like, all my boys are in that because we grew up together. So I know we're kind of in that same scenario. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Brixton, like, all day. I didn't grow up in Brixton. Like, Brixton boys can't even walk around Brixton. Not to say but I can't do what I do in Brixton in Hackney, by the way, just to kind of clarify that. But that's my point. So, like, cool, like, I might have, like, a few restricted
about 20
areas
Brixton, man, just sweat. I went back in their seat.
Do you get what I'm trying to say to you, though?
That's the truth, though.
So, like, for me, like, I've kind of outgrown it. Now it's just the bullshit that's kind of going on. Like, I'm basically just avoiding the drill scene, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're saying the drill boys, you don't want it with them.
It's not even that I don't want it with them, but it's like, come on, man, these men are youths, man. Like, I'm like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to sign like, a couple drill rappers. Like, I'm not trying to, like,
but this is what it is in
get caught lacking by my juvies ops.
You said, listen, Tricky, you said the realest bar, innit? That these youths have no days off, innit? You will see them when you're with your youths or with your gal and that, trying to be normal, innit? You'll
Where
say,
though? Where?
You'll say, boys, not today. Anywhere.
Oh.
It will get you down.
It's like this. What I'm saying,
100%.
like no, and this. I don't want to disrespect these guys, but these kind of guys, yeah, like especially like because I remember I still see the streets in it. I'm very close to the streets in terms of like my art has to imitate the life I see. Do you see what I'm saying? So I see a lot and I keep my ears close to the streets, bro. And I'll be real with you, a lot of these youths, they're only bad like in certain scenarios and certain. They're not bad off their block. They're not bad. Like you see them and not know it's them. They'll be the best behaved kids out when you see them in public. Do you see what I'm saying? But you see them 10,
100%.
15 deep, and you can't go 10, 15 deep to West End. You can't go. You can go 10, 15 deep, 5 minutes round the corner.
But
So
not
your
to-
badness.
yeah.
So when you look in the mirror, and that's what these drill men have to really start doing, like looking themselves in the mirror and be like, raw, like, am I really bad on my ones though? Can I? Because I'm talking like short niggas. So it's not a size thing here. Like I'm not saying you have to be big and bad. I'm sure you knew a bunch of short little niggas that will go anywhere. Curtis, prime example, like one of the baddest niggas like who grew up around us, and like he's like 5'3", but he ain't taking shit off no one. So it's not a size thing. So I think a lot of these men have to look themselves in the mirror and be like, right, is this even really worth it? Because am I even bad like that?
Yeah, nah,
or am I just on? Because I'm telling you, like, if you see most of the people them around me, you can't bad them up. You see me and Tricky arguing the other day. Tricky ain't never boxed me in my face. I ain't boxed Tricky in his face. There's a bunch of men out there that probably get slapped up all day long. Do you see what I'm saying? But if they're in certain scenarios, they're moving like they're wicked. But when they're on, do you know what I'm saying? And those words shouldn't be taken lightly, because I'm not just some washed up nigga saying, yeah, you're only bad when you're 10 deep. Like I'm telling you, like even if you're 10 deep and you see me patterned, you can't do your thing anyway, like without being, do you see what I'm saying? And then in normal life you definitely don't stand a chance. And that's not what it was like for us growing up. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it was kind of any and everywhere, and these people were really, really on job. And I'm not attacking all of them. I'm just saying a lot of the beef is what it's looking like. Do you see what I'm saying? Really like silly and small and local. Whereas man was gripping and riding 3-4 miles up the road.
Because it was personal, man. Where it is, you see the youth.
But it's still personal now.
It is, but you know what it is? You see the youth them now, yeah? They don't even have personalities, fam. Like, they're like all the same youth. All over the city, fam.
Man said they're all the same youth.
It makes sense what you're saying.
8 out of 10 youths
Yeah, it makes
in
sense
London
what you're saying.
that are on this road thing are the same, fam. You hear it in their music, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they're stabbing each other and shit. There's no way everyone's just naturally a stabbing fiend that needs a knife.
No, but
It's
that's
a-
the
it's a-
way.
it's a
But that's the way
mentality.
the game goes, though, bro. Because even I think we were the same. Like,
Nah, but it wasn't. Because again, the one thing I highlight, back then you got bare man your generation that lived on your same block, that I wouldn't say would hold hands with your enemies, but that will see your enemies and nothing will happen. Yeah, I think there's more man that went on in your. You understand what I'm saying? You see now, it's more widely spread in it. You'll get even good youths that aren't involved will have a little passer from a man over there, or can't be his brethren, don't go to his yard, that he'll be involved in the thing. You feel me? For man your age, you hear it all the time.
but not for us though. For us, like people couldn't even talk to us.
Yeah, but you lot
The
could
people
go.
we were beefing with, they had friends in the industry. We couldn't. We had nobody. Like at one stage, we literally had nobody. It was just us. Again, and that was
That's what I'm saying.
that
It's
was
not
part
like
of
that,
our
man.
beefing strategy, was to separate. Yeah, and it worked. Yeah, thank God. But this was part of our beefing strategy, was to separate our enemies from their friends, because we knew that they were really, really weak alone, but they would cling on to other people to use their clout. So our main strategy was to just separate them and just get onto them as
I
much.
didn't know about this strategy, by the way.
Yeah, this is one of my main strategies.
Personal vendetta.
Yeah, so this is one of my main strategies. But like I said, this is old school. None of this shit even matters anymore. But like for anyone on the Art of War thing, and I didn't read this in the book, I just kind of thought about it. I thought like, right, alright, cool, I've seen him with him, but this guy from, I don't know, Brixton or Peckham or Kilburn or wherever, just because he's with my, like, he can't see me and really hate me. Alright, fair enough if they're together, but if I can get him before they're together again, then he's going to be like, fuck, he's a cunt. done, innit? He's not even doing nothing by himself. Do you see what I'm saying? I ain't getting involved in that kind of thing. So that's how we manage to get friends in the industry and for people to kind of deal with us, because it was like nobody was dealing with us. Like, we, like, do you see what I'm saying? So that was our strategy to kind of separate. Well, my strategy, maybe Chicky don't remember or whatever not, but yeah, that was one of the main strategies, to separate like our enemies from like a lot of their industry friends, because they would phone people like, yeah, for instance, like Margs was on the Dappy tour, someone phoned him, yeah, don't bring Margs on the tour, rare, man's got beef with them man there, and like, so things like that used to happen to us. Do you see what I'm saying? So if we weren't doing those kind of things, Margs wouldn't, obviously Margs ended up doing the tour, but if we weren't doing those kind of things, then like people would have been like, no, like we can't do this and stuff like that. So for us, like, nobody was kind of, but I hear what you mean now. I guess it's kind of more widespread, but like, yeah, back then it did feel like, yeah, once you was from Hackney, they would make sure, alright, cool, you don't mess with them Mashtown boys, then you're cool. But we were kind of blacklisted. I felt like. Until Asco, I would say either up until Asco
100%
got in the industry, I'd feel like
100.
Like people might not have said it,
Like
but they'd be like
corporate wise, I hear you still.
yeah, like
properly,
corporate wise,
yeah,
like a bunch of niggas would be like around us, like working with man. I'd even say
Off cameras, that's always said.
yeah, off camera, and I'd even go as far as to say as
In
much
public,
as like
in
not
public
dealing
way.
with man. Not dealing with man.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
nah.
And that's why, like, no matter what, like, people could chat shit about Wiley or whatever. That's why Wiley's on pictures of my gram to this day. Because when a lot of people weren't rocking with us, like, Wiley was one of the first.
Yeah, 100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
because
like,
you know, I always speak man up, and I never speak him up.
Always
But
salute
100%.
Wiley, and man will do anything for Wiley. And he's here for man up until to date. Do you get me? Man say, oh, like, send man a verse or whatever. No, he'll always there for man, advice, anything man need. Do you get me? So, like, yeah, bruv, like, but back then, that's how it kind of was for us. We had a lot to kind of go through until Asco kind of got through the door. Do you see what I'm saying? And now my niggas in jail, free boogie again,
100
times.
100.
Yeah,
I think until then, it was no one's allowed in.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And even when he got in through friends as well. Do you get what I'm saying? We have to see you with friends. We have to see you being comfortable with people. And
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying?
And not just that, his numbers were undeniable.
His numbers were undeniable.
But differently,
and he dripped his way to the top.
one thing I say,
Do you get what I'm saying?
if the industry, if you want to call it, was the way it is now, back then when you lot was doing what you lot was doing, you lot's lives would be so different right
100%,
now.
100%.
You don't really, I'm not saying you don't need a label and all the, but realistically you don't, innit? If you make a banger and you slap it on a streaming service and it pops, you're making money there.
You think that's industry
And-
or the social media and the
Yeah, everything. Yeah, you get me. Just the life.
Yeah, but I still
innit?
think
Life is
there's
different now.
like forget, man's not even gonna use that word, but I still think there are certain sections of like there's still gateways in it. There's levels. Like if you look, like everyone's kind of connected into
Nah,
one
100.
circle,
There's
and
little
Stormzy and Dave are the
yeah,
kings
yeah,
of that circle. Do you get what I'm saying? And then Fred's like the underground kick. What am I
Nah,
trying
I
to
hear
say?
you. I hear what you're
And
saying.
even
innit?
but even with Fred, like shouts out to my nigga Fred, because I keep it real with you. I don't really, and these men have showed me like artists like Fred and Russ and a bunch of other drill artists who've been hella blackballed. Like these men are going through because they are popping. So these men have showed me. But like I was saying just now, I would say like, even though Fred isn't, I don't really see him as part of that. He is kind of part of it, but I think they've had to make him part of it. I don't think. I know Fred, so I know he ain't been like, yeah, I want to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? Let me in kind of thing. Let me hold hands type shit. Like, if anything, he probably don't want to hold hands, but like, fuck it, he's in there like gang shit. But like, there is that kind of. Do you see what I'm saying? Like set
I hear
up
that definitely.
slash
But
go
at
through.
the
Do you
same
get what
time,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'd say more than ever. Obviously, there's always gonna be politics and favoritism.
100%.
But I'd say more than ever now, a youth could come. Like the drill scene is a perfect example, innit? Before drill existed, it was just nothing, innit? Then within like a year, there was couple youths that you knew that was gonna be stars.
Alright,
Because
so-
you can do everything yourself.
Ah,
now.
but do you
Exactly.
think though,
You
Trick?
do
Yeah?
everything
That's what I'm
yourself
But
saying.
do you think,
from
yeah,
your own
Trick,
bedroom.
if a youth's not like drilling and killing, he can he can do this rap shit himself. Like
100%
Yeah,
he can. It's
100%,
proven.
man.
It's being done right now.
It's all, not all of
Do you want
these
me to
youths are
name
killers.
guys? Like,
who?
you
Not all
can't
of
really
these-
just sit here and
same-
name
I'm not
guys.
trying to take
Okay,
the-
and it's a law of averages.
Go
Do you
on.
think there's not a top drill artist out there right now that is not doing nothing that he talks about?
Yeah, ever.
Whether
Definitely.
he is
It
or
has
he's not,
to
he's
be.
still talking about it. He's still
Well,
talking about it.
he's talking about it very good then.
I don't think there's no top drill. Actually, what am I talking about? I don't think there's no top drill rapper right now who's not at least from a mad popping block and his brethren ain't doing all the drillings and he's at least with his
There you
brethren
go.
when he's
You
doing the
brought in
drillings.
his brethren.
Yeah, but it's
I
cool. But
reckon
he's
brought in
still
his
there.
brethren.
But he's still right there though. Whether he's there or not, I'm saying entertainment wise. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Like
I
you
get
can't
that.
call it. He's fronting, but he's not fronting.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying to
He
say
just
to you?
knows
Yeah.
that he lives there.
Yeah, he's
Like,
on the
he's
block.
really
He's
there.
living the life, so he can get the views. And if man them like him, though, so he's there, innit? Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm saying like there ain't no one just totally lying, making up some block. And do you see what I'm saying? And there ain't no normal
reckon there's
nigga
gotta
without a big cosign or big industry friends who's booming. None. Without
Nah,
naming
man.
anyone.
I
There
could say
ain't.
there's
Who?
yeah.
Who?
Like I said, all the drill scene. Who were them youths? They came from
Because
nowhere.
they're killies though. They're actually killing
Yeah,
niggas on the
but-
streets. So people want to see these niggas rap.
Yeah, but
So that's what I said to you.
arguably-
So if you're not a killie, yeah, there's no ordinary nigga without a cosign or going through that
think,
chain of
yeah.
command that's booming.
I think there's couple drill youths, because
I don't know. You know me. I'm not really technical
No, but
on
I
the
see
music scene.
like it could be anything, bro. I don't know, but there's all these drill pages and all. You see these online agendas in it, but there's like anything, any genre of anything, where there's man that's saying that there's gangsters. There's gonna be people on the net saying that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And there's certain youths that it's a common occurrence in it.
I'm just saying that 1 out of
You feel
100's
me?
got to be lying. It's the
It's
law
not
of
even
averages.
one, bro.
I know it's not one.
It's
I'm
not
just
even
saying-
to go
just
to-
to save
to-
arguments. It's
to-
not. It's not. It's much more than one,
Bro.
It's about 99. Like, do you get me?
Like-
Out of 100, but
Like I said, fam, I can't even tell you about a mad thing.
I think 1 in every 2.
Well,
One in
that's
every ten.
capping.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that's that mad. That's a
One
bit,
in every two.
That's 50% of them's liars. I wouldn't say that.
Well, definitely in drill, they say some crazy shit in drill. They're probably
Yeah, nah,
all
obviously, all
exaggerating.
them
in my,
exaggerating.
in my era, bro, I knew everyone who was coming from the street in my era. 50%, probably more than 50% were lying.
Yeah,
Probably
of
more
course.
than there you
Every-
go.
it's
So why
a
is it
gangster
course
thing. It's
to,
not-
to
it's
them
not-
and not course now?
Yeah, it's true.
It has
it's
to
true,
be.
it's true,
Some
it's
of these
true.
guys are the most coolest kids, bro,
Yeah.
and they haven't done a
It's
darn
cool.
thing.
Being a
Guys
G,
can just rap, man. It's-
bro, being
Yeah,
a
bro.
gangster,
It's not
being a
like in the
gangster
streets.
has always been cool in any generation, bro. You got gyal, you get money, you get.
Do you know
Even
what
if
it
you
is?
don't really get that, you can
Do you know
make
what
a
it
man
is?
feel
I
you
get
have
it.
that.
I get it. People, if you're just normal, the normal guy coming out of Northwest here, but you're the normal guy who watched the guys grow up, you know that this is the type of music that's gonna blow. Why would you make non-violent music if the
you know
violent?
what to
So
do.
I get it. I really
You
do
can
get
almost
it.
fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
You
but that's
see
what it is,
The
bro.
plan, the path is there, cuz. You see what the youths do. You come on, some of the youth them got masks. Who are they? You don't even know who they are, cuz. You don't know him.
But I told
Some
you,
of
I told you a lot of that is through fair, you know, bro.
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of guys used to do that in my videos.
Yeah,
and I
but a
never
lot
used
of
to
it,
get it. I
but a
used
lot
to,
of
"No, you
it,
really
a lot
don't
of it.
just
But
wanna
now
sing
it's
the
the
bass."
youths that's actually rapping have masks. Some of them,
Mm.
yeah, and I believe some of them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen music videos where every single youth in the video has a mask, bro.
Yeah, but that's
Why
why
is that,
K-Trap
bro?
took the belly off because the mastering is kind of getting played out now.
Yeah.
For me, it was a route. For me, it was a route, innit?
Nah, but like you said,
you
first
could wear a
off-
belly, and there's a million reasons why
Yeah,
you
it
could have
wasn't
a
a
belly.
gimmick.
No, but you see,
Yeah,
when you talk of
100%.
It
someone
could be a
like
gimmick, you
K-Trap,
could be
I
on
can
bail.
understand it.
There's certain different
I
reasons.
can understand it because you see, for me, bro, the worst thing was rapping, really doing what I'm rapping about.
Yeah, and then
I'm getting bagged by, I'm getting pulled over by police.
certain-
Like every time we're rolling out.
But bro,
it's like,
bro.
I understand why I came trying to do that.
No. The police know that that's K-Trap though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
K-Trap weren't
but
doing
again,
it for
it's
the feds.
it's the intent though.
Oh,
It's
well,
the-
I'm just guessing. I don't really
None
know
of these
too much.
dual rappers
You
tricky. I
can't
hope you
prove it,
know
innit?
that the feds know every single
Yeah.
person behind
It's
that
just
belly
they can't
more
prove
than
it,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just that they
See, guys,
can't
Yeah,
prove
they
it in
can't
court.
prove it in
like-
court. That's what
But
it
there's
is.
Yeah,
one
just so
dual
you
rapper
know,
watching this saying, "Shit, you're lying."
no, these dual rappers
You
know.
reckon?
They all
course.
been nicked. The feds, come on, bro, are you crazy?
They know and the feds know.
Every
that,
dual
they
rapper's
know
at
that
least
the
been
feds
arrested
know.
for weed. Come on, if
They
you man
know
are
that the
mugging
feds
us.
know.
No, I
If
know-
you ain't
I
been
know
at least
they-
arrested for weed.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
100%. I know.
You see what I'm saying,
I
though?
know they're probably, but I was
All
thinking,
the
how would
young
they know?
killies, I'm
How would
telling
they
you
know
now.
that?
I'm telling
A man
you,
just comes
bro.
out of the blue. How would I know? Like,
Bro,
how would they know? Like,
bro, they know, bro. I could guarantee you that. I could guarantee you that.
It's not hard.
I will
to
bet.
find
I will
out.
bet. I will bet my belly that the feds know 9.5, 9 3/4 out of every single drill
It's not
rapper.
really hard to put that info there.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's not hard. You
It's not
know
even because it's not
yourself,
hard.
innit?
It's because
Yeah,
the man
you
them
know
will be
yourself.
talking. The man them know who. Do you see what I'm saying?
If I made a tune in the Valley tomorrow, a lot of people that even watch for the culture, they don't even know me. They'll know it's me.
Do you get what I'm
It's as
saying?
simple as that.
Well, K-Trap, you done well, boy, because you fooled me, boy. Maybe I was the last man to actually know what he looked like. Everyone was like, fuck.
Yeah, but obviously we don't know him, fam.
Mm.
If you know him, like I said, if the people from For the Culture, if I put on a Bally the next episode and I sat here and I pretended to be a guest, they'll be like, "What's Lippy doing?"
Yeah.
You feel me? You know, you get me.
Yeah.
It's a mask, cuz. You feel me? So I hear it, innit?
Mm.
Certain youths do the extra thing. Like certain youths, like not even balaclavas, like they have full like different masks and that. You get me, bruv? So I understand. Some of it is like it's a like my nigga M Huncho. He has a mask and it's kind of like it's his mask. You feel me? He don't have a mask like everyone else. It's like his kind of thing. There's other rappers that's like that, innit? And then there's next.
See, and that's
rappers
what, but I
got the
heard
straight-
M Huncho just wears it because he don't like people. He don't want people.
Yeah,
to know
but at
what
the
he
same
looks like.
time, he's
Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
saying he
but you
don't
see
like
how
me.
no,
now-
big man.
now
That's
I
what
heard- I heard
he
Steven
linked.
say
I
it
heard
still.
I heard certain people like go around him and they've met him all 3-4 times, and he wears the mask. Like he'll be in a room with the mask on now. Like he don't take it off when the camera's off. This is what I personally heard. I think that's why he kind of made that personal mask away.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying.
he's got
Like
his own
everyone
thing,
has
like-
their own reasons. There's a million and one reasons
Yeah.
for wearing a mask. Like, I can't rap and wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Some
so-
of them, yeah, back to my point, like some of them, it's so man, no, it's not what they're on. Like, say I put on a mask today and started talking about how I got 10 bricks in a yard somewhere. That's not the truth, innit? And the reason I got a mask on is so you don't know,
That's
Lippy,
not the
you
truth.
don't have nothing nowhere. You feel me? So I got my mask on,
Yeah.
with my little, with my rental, and that's my. Man could go from there, bro. Everyone could have done that. That's the
I never
formula.
caught that angle, but for real.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's
for
it's
real.
easy.
You know
That's the
that.
I
formula.
never looked at it like that.
That's the formula. If you don't know who I am, and I'm just it's easily. You get me? Come on, I could borrow Hypo's watch, rent out one of your things. You're sitting there with some light and some smoke screen, talk about a mad thing,
Let's go.
a little snow effect, and talk about
Yeah,
a
marketing though, but like you see for me, yeah, and I can say this here because I've honestly like lived it, and I know some of my man them would like, and even some of the rappers would be like, no, Hypes, you can't. But for me, like you can't fucking rap about like you can't like I can't rap about things that like I can't rap about my life. Like I just don't feel right rapping about. I don't know how some of the man them even feel comfortable.
What do you mean though?
Like even the type of music I do, like my shit's more like turn up and lit,
It's
and
a
even though
wave
that's
thing, wave thing.
yeah, that's part of my life, but that's not really
It's
me,
not
bro.
like real life.
Like I'm really like or was really out here. So and like I can't rap about the shit I used to do, even though people rap about it every day. But to me, it's cringy. Like do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's kind of weird. So
100%.
if I like I kind of enjoy like me, I appreciate artists. I appreciate art. So
Yeah, nah.
I don't mind if somebody's lying, as long as
Yeah,
it's
nah.
a dope lie. I watch films, bro.
Yeah, nah,
You get what I'm saying?
You know
So
why
if you're
you
gonna lie
agree?
to me? Just tell me a
Yeah,
dope
no,
lie. I don't want
you know why? Do you know why I hear
Do
you?
you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying, though?
Because everyone that knows Mashtown will know, innit? You're the different one, innit? Like, man
There's
will be
a
in
few different
100,
ones
no,
of us,
but
trust
you,
me.
bro, but listen. Man will be in a video, yeah? On the block, looking normal. Man will be in tracksuit. A man might have a jeans. This guy's got on a mink mad thing and he's on the street like, yo, look at my... Like, you get me? You was the one that...
Because
For
I
me,
love the
had
fuckery.
vision.
I
You
love
had
the fuckery. I
You
love
had
the
the
fuckery,
vision.
yeah.
You was like, fuck this, innit? Fuck
Yeah,
the
these
black
man-
people
yeah,
thing.
because I'm around
We're
the
rap
talent,
stars
keep-
as
but
well.
keep going,
You
keep
feel
going,
me? It was
because-
like, we're rap stars as well. You was like, it's me, innit? Hypo.
You're
So this
saying
thing-
something that you've never heard us speak about.
What?
The man who had the vision.
That's
Because
what
people
that's what I saw.
see, yeah.
I saw that you was the
Yeah.
one that said we're not just gangsters, innit? A lot of people know who we are, and I'm gonna appreciate that, innit? You get me? A lot of man was just in the video, just tuggish and red. Even a lot of man was in the music thing, to just vent and let off steam and they didn't give a fuck about, you get me? But you, for me, was a man that said, you know what, this thing could kind of actually, man could monetize, man could, you feel me? Till this day.
Yeah, it's just because, like I said, bro, remember, if you're growing up and you're watching certain films and you're listening to certain rappers and then, like, remember, because we all do the same as kids. Like I said, like, we dig deep into, like, the rappers we're fans of or whatever. You heard, yeah, this one's a gangster. And then you come to find out, like, Biggie and Tupac weren't the biggest gangsters at the time. There were some crazy-ass gangster rappers. But we were still fucking with Biggie and Tupac,
it's all
bro.
about image, man.
And arguing and finding our own... Do you see what I'm saying? So that was my whole point. Like, bro, like, it don't... For me, it don't... Not to say that shit's, like... Well, if it's cringe, why are you doing it type shit? But, like... I can rap about that. Maybe, like, man should have kind of told that side a bit more or whatever not. But it's like, bro...
I think you was one of the first UK man to clock, like, it's the image, innit? It's what people see that matters, innit?
But is it really that in the UK, though? Because the niggas with the biggest image
do you know
don't
why?
boom in the UK.
Do you know why? Because now...
I think Nike tracks is booming in the UK, bro.
But hear this, though. Even now...
Plain Adidas.
Look at the drill videos now. They're renting out mansions to just be in there now. Man, no, that's not their yard. But just because it's somewhere expensive and you know man paid the back, it's all about what you see, cuz. You feel me? Man could do a video on their block. If I done a video on my block right now with 30 man my age, man will think that lippy guy, he's really a gangster.
So do you think, wait, do you think a video on your block, or what do you think right now as a gangster rapper is going to get you more views? A video on your block or a video in mansion?
I reckon it depends where you are and what your content is.
I think on your block.
It's all
a video on your block is always going to get you more views.
But again, if you're
100%, bro.
man,
I'm telling you.
Do you know why? Because look at that Digger D. Listen. Because look at Digger D and put it this way: the first guy I'll say that done it for me, Mist. Yeah, from he first got relevant, he switched up his visuals. Yeah, you know he's not really on that boat getting that chain from that Arab man and shit, but he didn't care innit. He thought man's gonna switch, and he got crazy views from it. From then, obviously still the block videos can be nice, but it.
But have you seen Miss? But that's what I'm saying. Miss ain't really coming out like as that. Yeah, that gangster kind of rapper. So I think like whatever Miss is doing like musically, like as long as the music's dope, it's gonna go anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? But
I just think it depends. It's different.
Yeah,
innit?
no, man. I either think your video's got to be super creative. Like for me, I don't think Rich. Like I think Rich is more played at, and I think because bro, like even my nigga Wayne from Switzerland. First day I met this nigga, super rich nigga. He's like, yeah, bro, like 100 racks worth of business first day. Like shout out to Wayne. You get what I'm saying? And we've done much more since then. All this nigga saying to me is, bro, you need to shoot a video on the blog, bro. Fuck. Like they don't want to. Even rich people, yeah. And my niggas worth M's on M's on M's. They don't care. They don't want to see that. And people in the hood, like unless you're showing them something.
You see the little white boys that are watching all these drill man's videos.
Yeah,
that's what they want to see.
Do you know where you can?
Right
then. And do you know? Do you know the only
Mm.
video you can shoot in the mansion right now? Like you can't get a rental. I've got to shoot a video in the mansion and pull out like $500,000 in pinkies.
But put it this way.
Then you can shoot a video.
How much?
Then you're doing because then that's something that people ain't done. So it's something that's gonna get a lot of views because of that clickbait. Do you get what I'm saying? Hypo pulls out $500,000 or rapper pulls out $500,000 in mansion. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like think about it. Like how much rappers shoot videos in mansions all day, every day.
I just think
But the block never gets old.
I just think I hear you in it. But even on the block thing, it's all about what you see. Because that you could be a dickhead. I've stood in the back of certain man's videos. I don't even know my man, blood. I was gone there. Am I right or wrong, bro? Man's gone to certain man's videos. I've met my man that day, cuz. You feel me? But it's all about what but to certain man that we're looking like we're doggies, cuz. You feel me? So again, like you said, the block video is gonna make you look like it's all about what you see.
But that's why I'll probably got a world record of not going in no rappers video.
Bro, there's enough.
Can I get some more?
Yeah, sorry, can I have a
Bro,
water?
yeah.
I can have some of them crunchies up there. What's that?
Shit.
I thought them
Doritos.
crunchies. Yeah, can I have some?
Yeah.
Let me get it.
No, you're right.
Allow me.
Who got these?
Mine.
Ours.
It's ours, yeah.
Thank you for
Let
that.
me get some.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, of course. You don't eat them, man. I know your mouths are getting dry right now.
I'm gonna dry off. Where's the cup? My dog.
Gang. Sorry, let's don't pour your water there, mate.
Yo, go on. What's some of these look?
Here we go, a couple, mate. Cheers, pal.
Yeah, but I think the block videos boom the most anyway.
100%.
That's just my personal opinion. That real street shit, that's what people want to see.
Yeah, you do.
I think that was
Unfortunately.
I think that was one of
Not even that, is it unfortunate or is it not?
100.
Always in the
Was it
car.
100?
I forgot what it is. But
Who we talking about here?
Radio.
Yeah, 100. And that,
the car, you got the little car with it.
Yeah, is that 100?
yeah, see, look, all them videos, block videos and that, they're legendary.
You know why I make you rap? That's why drill's so popular.
This is what I'm saying.
Man, know I can click on. Bro, even I've done it. The first time I found a drill, the day I found one drill video, I sat there and watched about 100 because I just wanted to see all the youths in it. I know that sounds nuts, but I was just thinking, oh, there's man from here and rare. So imagine if I'm like you said, not from that world and so infatuated by all this shit.
But this is the sad thing, yeah, and I shouldn't say it, yeah, because I don't want to feel like I'm fucking up certain man's piece, but I'm gonna say it because there's twice sides to this story, yeah. So the first side is like, if you're a drill rapper, like, you could have really been in this lifestyle, grown up in it, and started to rap. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't go out there like trying to find ops or yank someone just to drop a video. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it will work. Like, sadly, it will work. Like, you probably boom. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's kind of wrong. It's kind of like selling your soul. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I would say.
Coming from you, that's big.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because like we do shit for clout. Do you get me? Like, a lot of us do shit for clout, but I would just say like, cool. If you like, I'm not saying to you. I'm not saying to you stop your drama or whatever. So like, if you're like a young nigga and you're already involved in this shit and whatever not, then like, cool, yeah, like, rap about it, get out, leave it, but don't start rolling with a man because he's in it and you want to catch one of his meaty ops and give him a meaty leg shot. You might kill the kid by accident or something, mate. Do you know what I mean? And fuck your whole life up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man, road just played out, man.
Yeah. Not even, so like I said, I'm just saying like, right, if you're from the streets, do your street shit, but like, don't fake it. Don't try and fake it till you make it, because
you might not make it.
You might not make it. Something crazy might happen to you. Do you see what I'm saying?
A lot of man. Yeah.
So for me, that's one of my.
What else would you want to speak to Hypo about while he's here before he goes? What else?
Yeah.
On the nicer side of things, just being someone.
Not even on the inner your business thing. Man's gonna hear this. I'm gonna kind of skim over it because a lot of people don't know. I'm gonna go straight in. Emily Sunday, you feel me?
Right,
but do you know why? I wanna go in. Do you know? Let me tell, bro. Come on. But hear this. This is why, innit? Because for me, it was like raw, innit? Like. For a man,
that was every hood nigga's dream.
A man that's like you to say raw, you went out there and you bagged one industry guy.
We thought like we all dated her, like.
Bro, I felt like that's my cousin, that's my sister-in-law over there. They know you're from nowhere, cousin. It's like, yeah. You get me? But again, it's like
you're dating one of the street niggas.
You showed that only goes on in America and shit. You feel me? So Nicki Minaj with some gunman or whatever, like, you get me? But
I was not Emily's shooter, by the way.
Yeah, not like that. But
I'm joking.
You know what I'm saying? You yeah. Obviously, there's couple man in it. That's dated couple
thing.
here. Done. You see me? But you get me?
Yeah. What? I don't know.
Nice
I can't
respect
really.
For her. Nice respect for her, I would say.
No. Big up to Emily, innit? Like, obviously she's a woman, innit? So you can't speak bad on a woman anyway. So all I can say is like, big up to Emily and that situation. It was dope. Like, man done couple dope little bits or whatever, not industry wise, and yeah, like she's cool people, innit? So that's where I kind of leave that. Do you see what I'm saying? And but yeah, like, it is what it is, like, man. Like everyone's just human, innit? We're all just like providing your fly and doing your little thing. You know what I'm saying?
You done it. You know what I'm saying? You done it.
Niggas, that was hero.
Yeah, you done it.
And now I'm getting hench, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a new level now.
You know what I'm saying? It's a you know what I'm saying? You never know that, man. But
yeah, now, honest, man. The kind of how long you been going? Definitely. How long?
Yeah.
Right. You saying wrap it up?
How long was that?
So we got hour 12 minutes.
No
Kinda
way.
decent.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, but it was flowy.
To kind of wrap it up,
3 pieces of advice you'd give to the
this
audience.
guy killed me. I was about to say something so cold. I
Say
can't
it.
even remember. I can't remember, bro.
Is it
'Cause he
gone?
said he wants 3 pieces of advice, bro.
All he
So
done
give
is
it to him because he's fucking slide tackled me, bro. Last man. So yeah, 3 pieces of advice.
Alright. First bit of advice is, even when you know you're the captain, if the gaffer talks, yeah, if you know you're gonna listen to him in the end, don't argue. Just
You niced it off. You niced it
just-
off. Yeah. You gotta give him man.
because
blame
I did start on the
No
bench
blame
after
hour.
that big
man thing.
big argument. You got
It's one of the funniest videos I ever.
You got to
seen in
listen
my
to the
life,
gaffer.
bro.
But like, yeah, bro,
That
wait,
was
before we
so
wrap that, because I
funny.
didn't say nothing about that earlier. Bro, what Tricky done was wrong, bro. Remember, I'm the captain, bro. I'm the captain. You
Man just said
speak
I
to the
listen to the
company.
camera and he just says this.
Nah, but I hear that.
You got to speak to your captain. That's
Yeah,
all
you
I'm
can't
saying.
just
But
do it.
I listen to you. I listen to you. So,
Only
but
one
next
thing
year
is
he's not gaffer. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Wait, who said that?
You take
I-
it to one side.
He didn't take me to one side. He said,
I know, okay, that's
bro,
what
I
was
just
gonna
met
say.
Steve Oldham man. Shout out to Steve. I just met him for the first time.
Yeah.
Bro, he subbed me in front of
What you
Steve.
say, you blazed him?
And like 25 other
You
men,
said like,
bro.
yeah, Skipper,
okay,
you're off.
You know what he said to me? Tim, how dare you try and sub me in front of Steve-O? Because Steve-O was in the dressing room. Just me, it was nothing to do with Steve-O. Like, these are football decisions, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying, though, bro? I
A man
can't.
talk about football.
I
the
said
grammar.
I'm overriding it.
Why
That
for
is
the
the
overriding,
funniest. Yeah,
man?
that was the funniest. But yeah, what's the second piece of advice, my brother?
Right. And twice piece is what I would say is like, no matter like how much you think you're getting blackballed or how much people throw dirt on your name, like the only thing that's ever really gonna change that is like hard work and getting to the bag. So just stay focused on the bag. Do you see what I'm saying? And then whatever's gonna happen in the end will happen. But at least you'll be happy. And the third bit of advice, like,
Get a girlfriend in the industry. That helps.
no, I'd say, I don't know. What's the third bit of advice?
Get two
Health
girlfriends
is
in
wealth.
the
Health is
industry.
wealth. Health is wealth, man. Gang
Yeah,
shit, man.
can't- that's why my
Short
name's
and
losing
sweet.
weight now. It's not a joke. He's back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man. So obviously, Hypo, you come down. It's been long awaited.
Why for the come down? I forwarded, but it's
Yeah,
hella love.
man. Shagged us the last time. We're not gonna talk about that.
No,
don't
that's-
lie, bro.
Is
Don't
that what
lie,
you told
lie,
them,
bro.
Tricky?
Bro,
Yo,
allow
you still
it,
doing
bro.
that shit?
Don't you remember that day?
Do you know about
Bro.
Tricky? Do you know what Tricky
What,
does?
is he liar?
Bruv,
Nah,
all he
nah,
does
man,
is
I'm
just pass the
sure.
blame, bro. It was 100% Tricky you cancelled.
Love you.
No, but now we got it done, man. We got it
Every
done.
time, my nigga.
Drop
Hella
some
gang
gems.
You already know for
Yeah,
the
for
culture.
the hype, for the culture. Bruh, bruh, bruh.